Why does no one talk about how hard it is to be a full-time DJ? Hi, my little bimbos. I'm DJ Bimbo Jackie, and I am a DJ of 6 freaking years. Yes, it's been 6 years, honey. And I finally took the commitment to become a full-time DJ about 2 to 3 years ago. I can't quite remember. Yeah, it's been a great journey, but it's also been a very hard one. And I feel like when I started this out, no one gave me advice at all about what I should expect. This is me making a video for anyone who does want to become a full-time DJ because oh, Fluky, it's not cute all the time. It's not cute all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not cute. There's a lot of things I don't want to do that I have to do. And it's not a cute process. It's not, I'm not joking. Let's get into it because it needs to be known. Mind you, this is my experience as a local DJ, a local full time DJ. Hopefully, I go into the pros sometime, but we're working on it. Anyways, I feel like one of the things I didn't expect as a full-time DJ was to wear so many fucking hats. Like when I'm telling you, this job requires you to be a jack of all trades. I'm not lying. Like, not only do have to know how to DJ, I'm a content creator. I have to pump out content to make sure that my business, because this is a business, I'm the business, is to make sure that people understand what services I'm giving or what I can provide for them and what experience I can provide. I'm a sound engineer on top of all of this. When I first got my deck, I was like, what the fuck is an XLR cord? Baby, I had to learn. Ooh, let me tell you. When I tell you that now I show up to gigs, not every club I play at is going to have a manager or a production team. I only worked at one club that had a production team. So this is something you're gonna need to learn, babes. I still don't know enough. Again, I am a student in my career, forever and always. But hun, I can tell you right now, I know how to plug my shit into a sound system with no help, no production team. And that's important. On top of being a sound engineer, I also have to think like a manager. I'm my own manager right now. So I have to think like one. I have to think of what is best going to benefit me in terms of like events, what's going to be great for my brand, what's not going to be great for my brand, negotiating my prices. Whew. Ooh, 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 ooh. It is hard. It's hard. I can't lie. Like when I first started, I did like gigs for $25 an hour. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Unless you're brand spanking new, like you don't have good equipment and you're still learning, go ahead. Be my guest. I would never. I would never. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. When it comes to being a full-time DJ, you should really expect to wear many hats for what you're doing. It's not gonna be easy, baby. Another thing I didn't expect was networking. How much networking matters to DJing? In order to become a DJ, you really need some sort of social currency. That's what I'm going to call it. You really need to be rich in social currency. It really does matter a lot. It's social currency is really what's going to put you on a lot of lineups just because you know somebody. It really is what's going to put you on a lineup. And I can tell you right now, I do go out on my days off. I do go out. I am outside for an hour. I'm not going to say that I party every weekend. I'm not outside often. And when I'm outside, I'm telling you, I'm going to people's parties. I'm just going, saying hi, talking to random people. I make my appearance and I dip. I dip. I leave. And that's given me so much social currency. It really has. And because I show up an hour or two to go and support someone's like party or I talk to whoever, I end up coming out with like a bunch of opportunities just because of it. So, social currency, it does matter. You cannot do this alone. You cannot do this alone, honey. Go get you a few friends, go meet a few people, and honestly, too, talk to everybody. Talk to everybody. Bouncers know me. There they're important. They're important. Bouncers know me, janitors know me, everybody be knowing me because I be saying hi, bye, yada, 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 whatever. Bartenders know me. And guess what? That is important, hon. That is important because they're the people. They may not be on the DJ lineup, but they're the people that can get you into a club for free. Talk to everybody. Social currency matters. And sometimes there are going to be people outside of who you expect to connect with, but connect with them anyways. Just talk to people and be fucking nice. It gets you a long fucking way. Especially from the people you don't expect nothing from. Just talk to them. That's all you gotta do. Just say hi. What's your name? Cool. What do you do for work? Cool. This is what I do. Cool. Now we know each other. Oh, great. Whenever you need a DJ, you call me. And whenever I need you, I call you. Okay. Period. That's it. Now, this next thing is definitely something I expected, but not at the level that I did, is burnout and dealing with burnout. Last week, I did talk about it in my last video. Like, I was talking about how I was burnt out and how I was gonna chill the week after because I had no gigs. Guess what? I lied. I got booked 3 times last minute. And one of them was out of state. It was Boston. I felt really burnt out the week before. I was telling everyone I really didn't like what I was playing. And I was able to get through it last week, honestly, even while getting booked last minute. I thought I was gonna slow down, keep it chill, keep it cute, keep it calm. No, I ended up doing all 3 of those bookings and it ended up working out. I ended up being fine. Like I said last week, burnout is really one of those things that you have to just keep working through. There are going to be some days where you're like, fuck, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go outside. I feel like crap. You have to just tell yourself, like, there's a bigger mission than just me. I'm not doing this for just me. I think you really have to just kind of make it something bigger than you. You have to just be like, yeah, I'm in it for the money, but there's a bigger purpose to it. And for me, my bigger purpose is honestly just knowing that there are young black girls out there that think they can never become DJs. And then they see me outside DJing and they're like, what, girl? Like, that really makes me happy. And that just really makes me understand like there is a bigger purpose than just me, like than just what I'm doing. At one of the gigs, it was really sweet. I ended up like, vibing with a lot of little girls. I ended up vibing with some women and that were at like, these events. And it really warmed my heart because then I realized that I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, like this isn't about me. This isn't about me feeling like crap. This is about being out there and being the representation that people need, whether they're old, whether they're young, like they need the representation to understand that, like, yeah, there are women DJs out there that are very, very good and don't just get bookings because of the way they look or their bodies and stuff. So, yeah, I really had to remind myself of that. So, when it comes to burnout, you really have to just think of like the bigger picture. You have to think outside of yourself because, like, at the end of the day, if you keep thinking about yourself, me, the money, 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 is not going to get you that far. It's not. It's not going to keep you disciplined. It's not going to motivate you because it's everywhere and there's so many avenues to make it. Now, what's going to keep you motivated and disciplined is your purpose. And the last thing I really didn't expect from all of this and from DJing in general is you're going to get far if you treat it like a business. Yep. I understand that there are going to be some nights where I want to party with people, where I want to drink a little, where I want to let loose and have fun. But at the end of the day, I understand that this is a business. You have to be able to negotiate for yourself. You have to be able to be an expert at your field because that's what business owners are. They're an expert at what they do, or they slowly become an expert at what they do. You need to be an absolute expert at the field in all aspects of it. I'm gonna bring it back to the first one. Sound check. You need to be an expert at sound check. You need to understand how to plug your shit in, how to make sure that the sound fucking comes out, or whatever the fuck you're doing. I'm not saying you have to understand what balance and unbalanced means. You just have to understand how to put your shit into a fucking speaker and make the sound come out. No technical difficulties because at the end of the day, it is a business and you are an expert in your field. Because if I show up to a club and I'm like, oh, I don't know how to hook this up, and they paid me $500 to be there, they're gonna look at their $500 as a waste. If I show up to a club and I get fucked up, and I can't DJ properly, they're gonna look at their $500 as a waste. So it is a business at the end of the day. I just really didn't expect all of this. I've learned so much through this journey, and it is full of a lot of challenges. There's so many things that I still have to learn. This is a start, and that's all that matters. So, if you do want to become a full time DJ that's not signed to an agency, who doesn't have a manager and all this stuff, you can definitely do it, but you need to be prepared to wear many hats, and do your research on everything. Like, if you have a question about anything, Reddit. Sometimes YouTube don't have the answer, but Reddit will always have the answer. If none of those places have the answer, guess what? Pick up a book, pick up a business book, and I'm sure you can apply it to whatever the fuck you want to do. Just go out there, do your research, and become that expert in your field so that this business can thrive and you can excel in it. That's all I have to say on my little video, my little bimbos. I love you.